Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be doing a poem of class 11th textbook entitled A Photograph by Shirley Tolson. So before we proceed with the chapter, I want you to understand what the purpose of clicking a photograph actually is. Right? So just have a look at these photographs here. So, what do these photographs indicate? What do these photographs show? They show us the memories of the past, isn't it? So, the beautiful memories, so we can relive the past moments, right? So, this is the basic purpose of a photograph. It captures, it freezes the moments forever, right? So let's proceed with the poem A Photograph by Shirley Tolson. So in the poem also, in the poem also, the poet Shirley Tolson is looking at a photograph, right? So what kind of a photograph is that? She is looking at a photograph in which her mother is depicted as a young child. Let me scroll it down. The, so this is the stanza 1. See, this is the photograph which Shirley Tolson, the poet, is looking at. This is the photograph, right? So it says, the cardboard shows to me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. So the poet is looking at her mother's photograph when she was a child. So her mother had once gone paddling with her cousins, with her two cousins. These are the two cousins. This girl is poet's mother, the eldest one of out of these three is this girl, right? The middlemost one, and this girl is the poet's mother. And at that time, when the photograph was clicked, her mother was around 12 years old. So in the photograph, you can see that this is the sea, and the three cousins had went paddling. So since the mother was the eldest one, so the two cousins, these two younger cousins of her mother, had these two younger cousins were holding the mother's hands, right? The poet's mother's hands, basically. So I hope it is clear. Now, cardboard is a word here. So, cardboard, we can say that cardboard is a thick or hard piece of paper on which the photograph is pasted or mounted. So basically, we can say that the cardboard has preserved the photograph for so long, right? Because it is a photograph when the poet's mother was a child, right? तो द कार्डबोर्ड शोज टू मी हाउ इट वॉज. द पिक्चर से पता चल रहा है कि उस टाइम पे क्या सिचुएशन थी, उस टाइम पे कैसा था when the two girl cousins had when had gone had gone to the sea, and they were paddling in the waters, and both of these cousins were holding the mother's hands, and mother was the eldest girl, right? So I hope this stanza is clear to you, right? Now, coming to the next stanza. All three stood still to smile through their hair. Means all three. Who are three here? Three refers to these three girls, these three cousins, out of which this one, eldest one, is the poet's mother. So these three girls were standing still, and they were smiling beautifully through their hair. Means their hair were open, and it was such a lovely day. It was such a windy and a lovely day. Means they were smiling through their hair. उनके बाल बिखरे हुए थे, and उनके बाल उड़ रहे थे, and they were smiling through their hair at the uncle with the camera. Means the uncle, their uncle had accompanied The uncle had accompanied these three girls for the holiday. At the uncle with the camera, a sweet face, my mother's, was that was before I was born. So the poet says that her mother's face was really sweet, right? And she was smiling beautifully. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. So, actually, the poet's mother is no more in this world, and the poet says, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. So, transient का मतलब होता है short lived, means humans are mortal, they will die one day. So, transient refers to short lived. And the sea washed their terribly transient feet, means जब ये सी पे थे बीच पे, तो यहाँ पे इनके जो फुटप्रिंट्स थे, एक सी की टाइड आई और इनके फुटप्रिंट्स जो है वो वॉश हो गए, राइट? सो सी हैज़ चेंज्ड लेस. So tell me one thing, is nature subjected to death and decay? Answer is no. Nature is not subjected to death and decay. Nature is eternal, means nature will never die. It is not subjected to death and decay. Humans are mortal. Human life is transient. Human life is short. It is bound to end one day. But nature will never end. Nature is eternal, right? And the sea, which appears to have changed less, means sea has not changed, it is eternal. The eternal aspect of nature is highlighted here. Washed their terribly transient feet. I hope this line is clear. And one thing also here, that जो मैंने आपको बता दी, that poet's mother is no more in the world, and the poet is looking at her photograph, at her mother's photograph, when she had gone paddling with her cousins, right? So basically we can say that the tide of time washes away the very existence of human being, right? So the poet wants to compare the transience, the short lived, human life is short lived, right? So the transience of human life with the eternal aspect of nature. Moving ahead, some 20-30 years later, she'd laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she'd say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter, both wry with the labored ease of loss. So, some 23-30 years later means now the poet's mother. This poet's mother is a grown-up lady, right? She has even had children, right? Some 20-30 years later, she'd laugh at the photograph. Means, see, the poet's mother is showing the poet the album, this wooden album, or we can say the picture was mounted on a wooden piece, right? uh, See Betty and Dolly means, what do you mean by see Betty and Dolly? The names of the cousins were Betty and Dolly. This is the poet's mother, a sweet face, right? When her children, when the poet was not born, right? And now in the first stanza, basically, we have the poet's mother depicted as a child of about 12, ठीक है, enjoying the world, a carefree child, right? And these are her cousins, बेटी एंड डॉली. सो पोएट की मदर जो है वो पोएट को ये एल्बम दिखा के बता रही है, देखो बेटी एंड डॉली को देखो, एंड लुक हाउ दे ड्रेस्ड अस फॉर द बीच. दे रेफर्स टू द पेरेंट्स ऑफ पोएट्स मदर, राइट? कि उन्होंने हमको कैसे कपड़े पहनाए थे बीच के लिए. द सी हॉलीडे वॉज हर पास्ट, माइन इज हर लाफ्टर, बोथ राय विद द लेबर्ड ईज ऑफ लॉस. बहुत अच्छी लाइन है ये, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. द सी हॉलीडे वॉज हर पास्ट मीन्स द पोएट्स मदर was reminiscing nostalgically the sea holiday when she was a little girl of 12 and had gone to the sea and and had went paddling in the sea waters, right? So the sea holiday was her past and mine is her laughter. Means the poet is saying कि अब मेरा मैं what do I remember, what do I reminisce nostalgically, or I reminisce her laughter, my mother's laughter, because my mother is no more in the world, right? I told you that the poet's mother is no more in the world. So poet is saying that mine is her laughter, my past is her laughter. So both rye with the labored ease of loss. अब ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन है. राय का मतलब होता है स्ट्रगल करना. बोथ, यहाँ पे बोथ किसके लिए रेफर हुआ है? वन फॉर द पोएट एंड वन फॉर द पोएट्स मदर. ठीक है. विद द लेबर्ड ईज ऑफ लॉस. लॉस, हमको पता है कि लाइफ में गेन एंड लॉस आर टू साइड्स ऑफ द सेम कॉइन, राइट? लॉस भी होगा ही लाइफ में, एंड हमें लाइफ में लॉस जो हो रहा है उसको एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ता है. सो ईज ऑफ लॉस मीन्स अपने लॉस से कोप अप करना मुश्किल तो है. तो लेबर्ड इज़ हार्ड, जिसमें कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा एफर्ट चाहिए. सो विद द लेबर्ड ईज ऑफ लॉस मतलब कि बहुत ज़्यादा एफर्ट चाहिए. बहुत हम दोनों ही, मेरी मम्मी भी एंड आई ऑल्सो, वी बोथ आर स्ट्रगलिंग टू कोप अप विद द लॉस. और लॉस किस चीज़ का? पोएट की मदर हैज़ लॉस्ट हर चाइल्डहुड. या हम कह सकते हैं कि पोएट की मदर जो थी, पोएट की मदर अपने पास्ट मोमेंट्स को, उस सी हॉलीडे को, शी वॉन्टेड टू रीलिव दोज मोमेंट्स. तो शी हैज़ लॉस्ट हर पास्ट, हर चाइल्डहुड. एंड वॉट हैज़ द पोएट लॉस्ट? पोएट हैज़ लॉस्ट हर मदर, राइट? क्योंकि पोएट की मदर इस वर्ल्ड में शी इज़ नो मोर. तो बोथ राय विद द लेबर्ड ईज ऑफ लॉस. आई होप ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन आपको क्लियर हो गई होगी कि दोनों, पोएट और उसकी मदर, बोथ हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड अ लॉस. पोएट की मदर ने अपना चाइल्डहुड लूज़ किया है और पोएट ने अपनी मदर को लूज़ कर दिया है, बिकॉज मदर इज़ नो मोर एंड शी मिसेस हर मदर्स स्माइल्स. सो ये दोनों ही लॉस जो है इनको एक्सेप्ट करना मुश्किल है. और क्योंकि लॉस को एक्सेप्ट करना, कोप अप करना लॉस के साथ मुश्किल है, लेकिन फिर भी दोनों को ही अपने लॉस के साथ कोप अप करना पड़ेगा. और कोप अप करना जो है वो मुश्किल है. बेसिकली यही ये लाइन कहना चाह रही है. ये आपका एक बैक क्वेश्चन भी है. Now she's been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. As that girl lived का मतलब है कि पिक्चर में जब पोएट की मदर थी अराउंड 12 ईयर्स की दिखाई हुई थी ना. सो अराउंड 12 ईयर्स हो गए कि 12 ईयर्स हो गए पोएट की मदर को पोएट की मदर की डेथ हुए हुए. एंड ऑफ दिस सर्कमस्टेंस, ये भी आपकी बुक में क्वेश्चन है पीछे कि व्हाट डज दिस सर्कमस्टेंस रेफर टू. तो दिस सर्कमस्टेंस रेफर्स टू द डेथ ऑफ द पोएट्स मदर. सो एंड ऑफ दिस सर्कमस्टेंस देयर इज़ नथिंग टू से एट ऑल. अब इस पे पोएट की मदर की डेथ हो गई, पोएट इज़ नॉट एबल टू से एनीथिंग, कुछ भी नहीं कह पा रही है. इट्स साइलेंसेस मीन्स बेसिकली इतनी पेनफुल मेमोरीज है. ऑब्वियसली पोएट इज एब्सॉर्ब्ड इन दी पेनफुल मेमोरीज, इजंट इट? सो पोएट जो है अपने लॉस से कोप अप करना चाह रही है. पोएट इज एब्सॉर्ब्ड इन द पेनफुल मेमोरीज. और वी कैन से कि डेथ ऑफ द पोएट्स मदर has had a strong impact on her, has grieved her. So poet is grieved, right? Poet is grieving grieving over the loss of her mother. So poet जो है she is absorbed in the painful memories and the abominable lull the memories of the dead mother has created in her life. There is nothing to say about it. It silences मतलब ये चीज़ सब को साइलेंस कर देती है. कुछ भी और कहने का नहीं रह जाता, राइट? सो लेट्स डिस्कस द पोएटिक डिवाइसेस हियर. एलिट्रेशन है, स्टूड स्टिल में थ्रू देयर एलिट्रेशन यू नो कॉन्सोनेंट साउंड जब रिपीट होती है, राइट? ऑक्सीमोरॉन आपका होता है कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट जब हो रहा है. लेबर्ड ईज ईजीनेस, लेबर्ड होता है हार्ड वर्किंग. तो दोनों चीज़ें अपने आप को कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट कर रही है. एक और एग्जाम्पल आई वुड लाइक टू गिव यू. क्वाइट रेज क्वाइट रेज आपकी 10th में एक पोएम में था, क्वाइट रेज, टाइगर पे थी कुछ पोएम, आई डू नॉट रिमेंबर द नेम. सो क्वाइट रेज, रेज कोई क्वाइट नहीं हो सकता. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ ऑक्सीमोरॉन, राइट. ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट, जब एक चीज़ का एडजेक्टिव हम दूसरे एक नाउन पे यूज़ करने वाला एडजेक्टिव हम किसी और चीज़ पे यूज़ करते हैं. तो हियर इज terribly transient. Now let's discuss the tone. Tone is somber, right? बहुत sad tone है, sentimental और nostalgic tone है, right? Then the theme. What are the various themes highlighted in the poem? Theme है एक तो eternal aspect of nature and transience of human life, right? And loss, we have to cope up with loss. Perennial, perennial का मतलब भी यही होता है that it will never die. Perennial rivers आपने सुना होगा, the rivers which never dry up, right? So perennial nature of sea, right? So thank you all. So that was all for today. I hope आपको ये पोएम अच्छे से समझ आ गई होगी, एंड आप जल्दी से मेरी वीडियो को लाइक एंड शेयर कर दीजिए और मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए. थैंक यू.